Okay. What's up?
What's happening, fam?
What's up, people? Let us know who we're hanging out with. It's a little bit of a low key, relaxed stream from what it looks like. Not a lot of people looking at fantasy football today, but we are. The few, the faithful. It's
Every
you. It's me.
single day.
What's up, Metal Show? What's up, Dan Fuller? Welcome in, guys. Welcome in. Um, we will be doing a redraft mock draft. So, not best ball today, redraft. We're going to switch it up a little bit. Um, and we're excited. Hopefully, you're excited as well. Best ball is good, but we don't want it to just only be best ball, even though I'm in a best ball draft right now as I'm speaking, waiting to be on the clock. But
Same. Same.
we definitely want to, get around to some fantasy mock drafts as well, redraft mock drafts. What's up, Lazy? Welcome in. Bryce Young just went off the board, and I'll tell you guys, I'm hoping T. Higgins falls to me so I can stack him with Joe Burrow, and I'm one pick away from that happening. Let's see if that's going to happen. What is this guy going to do? He's got 15 seconds. But yes, beautiful. Okay. We're going to get the T. Higgins stack with Joe Burrow. In a super flex tourney, I started with Joe Burrow, Travis Kelce, T. Higgins, Geno Smith. Feeling good about the start.
Feeling good. You got to feel good about it.
Okay, so we're going to do a redraft mock draft. And, oops. Let's, maybe we should show you guys the screen. Hey.
Definitely.
What do you guys reckon?
The screen. I think showing the screen will be phenomenal.
Yeah.
But as he's doing that, go and join our Discord if you want to be a part of this mock draft. As always, all you have to do is join our mock draft or join our Discord, excuse me, if you want to be part of this mock draft. Link is in the description, and link is also going to be in the chat, as you can see right there. All you have to do is go to Fantasyland tab on the left with the orange footballs. Go to content releases, and that's exactly where I'll be posting the link to each and every mock draft, not only on our redraft channel, but on our dynasty channel. So once again, join our Discord, link in the description, link in the chat. Go to Fantasyland tab, go to content releases, and that's exactly where I'll be posting the link to this mock draft. And I'll actually send that out now, just so we can get get the ball rolling.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
People.
I'm one pick away from also stacking DK Metcalf for Geno. This could be special.
Let me just tag the flock, our mother flockers.
Oh my gosh. This dude took it one spot from me, you little punk. Really?
Do it again. Sounds like Zach's excited about this best ball, which is great. Here we go. All right. That link is sent. Get in. Let's get some people in this bad boy.
Hey, thank you for the sub, Tyranol. That's a funny username.
Tyranol. Appreciate you, man.
I need to change. Look at our. Oh my gosh, that's funny. Okay, here we go.
Tyranol. That's funny.
All right, there we go. That looks a little bit better. We were a little bit too small. And you know what? Let's move these guys all the way up here in case we need to.
What's happening, Kyle? How you feeling, man?
Kyle's tight because I took JSN one pick ahead of him in the Devy League we're in. Some just crazy values in this Devy League. I'll show you guys the board real quick. Some people might not.
We're all full, by the way, so if you want to get it on.
Yeah, I'll start it in 1 second. But look at some of these values. This is a tight end premium league. So I felt like I got blue balled because Kyle Pitts went one pick before me. By the way, someone took TJ Hawkinson ahead of Mark Andrews and Kyle Pitts, which is crazy. Got Kyler at the 305. Kyle Pitts almost made it back to me. Somehow Gibbs went at the 4-1. Jason at the 4-8. So lots of values in that league.
Yeah, not bad.
The witching hours on the clock there. Okay, let's go ahead and start this, okay? So this is a one quarterback 2023 redraft mock draft PPR no tight end premium. Let's get this thing popping.
Yeah, popping. What's happening, G Money? J Stump. How we feeling, man? Boys and girls. Hey, fellas, who has a better season, Eckler or Najee? It's hard not to say Eckler right now, to be completely honest, especially with the passing upside.
Yeah.
For me, it's definitely going to be Eckler.
Yeah, I would say Eckler as well.
What's happening, Gator fan? Looks like you got into this one. You're the second pick. CMC. Kyle's in here too, which is good. G Money in here. Jay Stump. We got some people. Patrick Surtan's been a minute. He always comes in and out sometimes.
I'm sorry, guys. I was not addressing the chat as I should be. I was doing best ball draft. I was looking at Defi draft trades. The trade just went down, and I'm frustrated because I thought it was going to be me, but it wasn't me. So I have to live with the regret now for the rest of my life. You know?
You just really do, huh?
For the rest of my life, I'll live with that regret. But what's popping? Who's in the chat with us here? Who's in the chat? We got Kyle. What's up? How's it hanging? Dan's here. Jay Stump is here. G Money's here. Gator's here. Let's go, boys. Made it in. Crime says at the 101. Love that. Raw dog Ethan. Just raw dog on Justin Jefferson. Okay, wait. That sounds.
You said it.
I said. Did I?
You said it.
Someone did say it. I don't know. Was it me?
You said it. You thought it, and you said it.
I didn't think it. Let's just get straight there. I didn't think it at all. I didn't think that one time. Eckler off the board. And I feel like you guys are just forcing me to take Travis Kelce every time we do a redraft draft. So I'll take him there at the 1-8.
Do it again. Take Diggs. Switch it up here.
And I'm going to take Samuel Howell. Let's try and stack him up with a little Jahan Dotson later.
Little Jahan Dotson.
Trying to get Taylor Swift tickets for my fam. Thought I might as well kill my boredom joining a draft. Love it.
Joining the draft, guys.
Okay, so the first round, we see more wide receivers and running backs, which we're getting accustomed to. Diggs at the 1-9, Saquon at the 1-10, CeeDee, Adams, Amon-Ra, A.J. Brown, Saquon Barkley, Jalen Waddle off the board.
Waddle. Oh, I mean, that's too easy.
I thought it was going to be Derrick Henry for you, the way you spoke.
No, for sure. Well, let's see how far he goes because no one likes to take him. So,
yeah.
Always let him fall significantly.
Man, Jonathan Taylor could be a nice little steal here. I'll take JT. Oh, I'm on the clock in best ball. JSC, sorry, says, as a Ravens fan, can we agree that Travis Kelce retires, Mark Andrews will be the best current NFL tight end? Can we agree on that?
I would say he would be. I mean, I just think TJ Hawkinson's really good as well, personally.
Oh yeah, no, I would put for me, Mark Andrews clears TJ Hawkinson,
but I would say like it's not like he's not far off. I'm not saying that I'm putting TJ there. I'm just saying he's not far off whatsoever. That's what I would say.
Fair enough. Yeah, I think that's a pretty fair assumption there for Marky Mark. I would agree with you. JSC.
Yeah, Gator. I mean, you went CMC there, so let's see how that pans out. I mean,
no, CMC is the right pick. Between CMC and Chase, I don't think you can go wrong. Actually, I have Kupp ranked ahead of Chase myself, but everyone sees that a little bit differently.
Kupp ahead of Chase? Yeah, I have Kupp ahead of Chase as well.
Yeah. I feel like that's not consensus, though.
No, I don't think so. I think a lot of people I feel like consensus is Jefferson, then CMC.
I feel like at the
Then I
moment
would
it feels
say-
like it's Jefferson, Chase, CMC.
I haven't seen Chase go consistently at the 103. I've seen it more of a sporadic. You know, I've seen Chase there. I've seen Eckler there. I've seen Tyreek Hill there. I've seen Cooper Kupp there. So I guess it just really depends on how those people view him.
Sure. Yeah. I feel like I've seen it quite often myself, but I don't know. Curious what you guys think in the chat. What have you seen the most? Top 3. What's been the top 3 you're seeing a lot there? Okay, so Tebow goes Olave, Higgins, Raw Dog. I like the start there with Jefferson, Pollard, and Andrews. That's a really nice start. Really nice start. Well done. Patty Mahomes off the board to G Money. Go ahead and leave me a little Jahan Dotson, please, right here. My best ball draft. Leave me a little Jahan. He's left me a little Jahan. Welcome to the squad. So now we have Joe Burrow stacked with Jahan Dotson.
Joe Burrow with Jahan Dotson?
We have Sam Howell stacked with Jahan Dotson. We have Joe Burrow stacked with T. Higgins. And unfortunately, I was one pick away from getting DK and Geno, and it didn't work out. Okay, I'm on the board here. A lot of options. You know, it's not typical that I start without many wide receivers, so let's switch it up in today's draft. Let's go a little Jahmyr Gibbs here at the 3-8.
Okay.
Let's see what sort of wide receivers we can get in this squad.
Mark already? Yeah, he did. These wide receivers, I always contemplate between these two. Go back and forth between these two, and I think I'm gonna go.
Amari Cooper off the board.
So JC says been seeing Bijan going ahead of CMC lately in some. Okay. Definitely some people, you know, liked Bijan this year for sure. I think people are scared of CMC's injury and everything with Elijah Mitchell as well. I think people are a little bit hesitant there.
Crime Lord says, I have the 102 in my one quarterback league. I'm going to crossroads between Chase, CMC, and Kupp. Yeah. I like getting Higgins as my wide receiver too. I like that too for you, Gator. Redraft feels so weird. So much dynasty. Almost don't know the values. I know. It definitely takes, like, I would say 5 to 10 mocks to really get yourself in the right mindset with a redraft. But hey guys, if you're watching and you have yet to drop a like, do us a favor. Just a simple way to support the show to help us grow. If we hit our like goal, which is 50 for this stream, then we'll pop off a second mock. Let's do a Superflex one next if we hit that 50 like goal. So help us get there.
Well, I guess I'll take both then.
Okay, Keenan Allen off the board. Ooh, some good options here still. See, I like Calvin in redraft. It's just best ball where he goes way too high. Yeah, I'll take Calvin here. Feels good.
Take a little bit of Calvin.
Any big names we are avoiding early on? Based off of like ADP, I mean, there's certain players I don't personally want to draft.
For me, I think the biggest one, I brought a video on him, that's Davante Adams. Going in the FUMI, he went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, wide receiver 7 here. I'm happy to take Amon-Ra, AJ Brown, Waddle, Wilson all over. And I would even say Chris Olave all over Davante Adams for me. That's the first one that comes to mind.
Yeah. I'm definitely slightly concerned, but I'm not that concerned myself. Man. I mean, if Najee's going to go that early, I definitely won't draft him at the 3-5. Just looking at this draft. I guess Breece Hall, to be honest, like, it's not that I don't think he can return value. It's just that in my first 2 picks, I don't want to draft someone coming off a major injury without really knowing when they're going to be there. Do you know what I mean? So that will probably be the one name I keep pushing down my rankings because I just don't really know. And, I mean, if Dalvin Cook actually does go to the Jets, then we all need to push him down our rankings. More practice for the home league. Is Superflex catching on a redraft yet? I mean, all of our redraft leagues for our follower leagues last year were Superflex, but I don't know. I guess it just depends on the person. A lot of people are open to change and trying new things, and then there's a lot of people in the space who are, this is what I like, this is what I'm gonna do. You know, even if you suggest Fab, they're like, no, we're not playing Fab. No way, no,
no way.
JSC says, I was about to ask if we think Adams is quarterback proof. You know, I kind of tend to lean on the side of he's going to get so much volume that I think he's going to be a fine pick. Like, I struggle to see him busting myself. But if you want to look at the games without Derek Carr last year, that was week 17 and week 18. And in those weeks, I mean, the first week he went off against the Niners, which was a very good defense. Obviously, we all know that. Over 34 points. But in those 2 weeks, he's averaging 23.3 PPR points per game. That was with, what was that backup from, used to be in New England?
Jarrett Stidham?
Jarrett Stidham, yeah. With Jarrett Stidham, he averaged over 23 points per game. So, to me, I don't know if he's quarterback proof. I know that, to me, he's bust proof because of the volume he'll see. I mean, last year, what did he have, like 169 targets or something? The year before that, even more. Or I might have those two swapped around, but yeah, to me, like, I might not draft him as early as other people, but I think he's pretty quarterback proof based off of the volume. See, last year he had 180 targets. Like, this offense is still going to be Davante Adams. The year before was 169, so I had that swapped around, but I think he's a safe pick. He might not have the highest upside of the picks that are on the board, but I think he's pretty safe. Fab is standard at this point. You'd think so, right? You would think so. There's a home leagues that Badaki and I are in where they refuse to use it.
Yeah. I guess I don't really understand the concept of it still, so it's okay. It's okay, man. It's okay.
Damn. Come on, J Stump. You're killing me, bruv. I've been thinking about... Okay, let's see how this next pick goes. I don't want to say anything or...
Don't ruin it. Do it again.
Let's see. Okay, I've been thinking about drafting Miles Sanders for like 2 rounds now. I know I already have 3 running backs. Maybe we just kind of go all in on this little strategy here.
The little strat?
I don't know. I feel like he should be off the board by now. I'll take him. The 5'8".
No, definitely was a guy I was hoping to take.
Oh shoot! I've abandoned my Superflex draft.
Definitely a guy I was hoping to take. I am just potentially going to continue taking wide receivers. I'm just going to go DJ Moore here.
DJ Moore off the board. Dang, I really screwed up this draft by not looking at it. I had players on my queue to look at later, and it just drafted them for me. I took Tyler Boyd like 6 rounds too early, and Irv Smith like 20 rounds too early because I abandoned this draft and wasn't looking at it. Oh, well.
Oh, Cam Akers. Okay, I was not expecting someone to take Cam there. That's why I took DJ Moore. I was like, okay, I'm just going to continue to stretch it. Really wanted to see where he went. He is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 22, 23. So right on ADP there. RB23. At least in
What's up, Andrea or Andrea? I'm not sure which one. Andrea or Andrea. Let us know.
How you doing?
Like G Money's team so far. It's a good team. Yeah. Why is everyone so low on Swift? I just think hard to see what his usage will be. I mean, he's a very talented player. Here's what I'll say my concerns are, which I've said before. It's nothing new or anything, but no team threw the ball to the running backs less last year than the Eagles. And in the same breath, we've got a player in DeAndre Swift who, in his career, more than 55% of his points in fantasy have come through the air. He's not ever really shown. He's not really ever shown to be reliable on the ground on a consistent basis. And I think Rashad Penny is the better pure runner. So, of course, I'm not saying Rashad Penny will... Who knows if he's healthy, right? Like, who knows? But if he is, it feels like he's the better pure runner there.
Dang, I don't know what to do here. I think I might continue to punt this. I think I might go tight end here. Go
Okay.
Wawa.
Darren Waller off the board. And we're going to take Brandon Ayuk. Thoughts on the Burrow stack? Yeah, not bad. I'm not a fan of the Pierce pick. I think Badaki probably likes it, but yeah. Burrow, Higgins, I like it. I would rather have gone like Judy and then Burrow myself.
I mean, I like Pierce, but yeah, I mean, if Jerry Judy's still there, especially hypothetically, if this was to actually be a league, we want to fill in those flex spots. You have 2 wide receivers, 3 flex spots. Would have liked that to be a little bit more of a wide receiver on the wide receiver end. If you really think about it, I mean, look at the wide receivers right now. You do have a couple guys that probably stand out, but it just goes really, really flat. I feel like right here, I can name probably 3 players that I'll be really excited to take still. 4 players, actually. I'm so excited to take, but after that's like, dang, I wish I had other players. Kirk is definitely one of them.
Yeah, Kirk and Addison were my targets here in round 7, so they didn't get to me. There's Jahan Dotson off the board.
That's good getting him at the 7 there.
Monty at the 7-2. I love that value. It's great value. It always feels, to me, like the more I draft Jahmyr Gibbs at his ADP, the worse it feels. I don't know. I just feel like I know that he will probably be absolutely electric, but the fact that you can get Montgomery at such a discount really is starting to put me off.
Yeah. Definitely could be the case. Trevor Lawrence or Justin Fields? I would say Justin Fields. I think we would both say Justin Fields. So has the rushing upside.
My favorite stack right now in redraft leagues would be Fields in the 5th or the 6th and DJ Moore in the 5th or the 6th.
It's good pick, Rachaad White. Okay. And the weekly one is like, dang, gotta really think about this.
Yeah.
George Pickens there. It's a good pick as well. One of the guys I still like.
Awesome. I was hoping that Pickens or JSN were going to fall to me. So welcome to the squad, JSN. I really am starting to like this team. I mean, I feel like at the end of the day, it all comes down to how other people in the draft end up drafting. If you go RB heavy and everyone is stacking wide receivers left and right, it typically sucks. But if you go RB heavy and you find good wide receiver values later on, I feel like, you start to like your drafts a little bit more. So
yeah. It really, I think it just really depends on. It really depends on how the wide receivers fall. Just feel like the wide receivers normally don't fall here. At least, like, for example, maybe I'm just comparing it to best ball, because you go into best ball.
Best ball is not a good comparison for this format, though.
And you go into like the 8th round and there's no one there. Yeah.
The way people draft in best ball and in a redraft league is just so different.
Yeah, for sure. So a lot of people like to go running backs, which we've seen. We've seen 3 running backs here in multiple teams already, where in best ball that's not the case.
Yeah. What's up, Nick? Says keep it up. Just y'all doing us a service. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Huge love, man. Appreciate you.
You guys are helping us out when you drop a like and when you hang out in the stream. Just got a trade done in that Devi League. So let's see who's available at the 5-2. I have no idea how to value future picks, so I gave up like 3 future picks because, again, no idea how to value them.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm in like 3 drafts at the moment. This is not a good idea. I don't like this. I don't like my attention being in so many different places.
This is so difficult. Dang, what to do here? What to do? Okay. I think I'm gonna go Pacheco just to have some running back.
Pacheco off the board.
Normally wouldn't do that, but
and then okay. I mean, I feel like I'm comfortable to take a risk on Tony this late. Like in best ball, it feels way too early, but. Okay. I'm starting to like this squad. We're putting it together, y'all.
Y'all. It's funny.
JSC says Pacheco feels like a massive steal at the 8-4. Taking candy from a baby.
Taking candy from a baby. Elijah Moore. There it is. I was waiting. I would have drafted in 3 rounds earlier, to be completely honest. But there you go. At the 8-7. Man, let me count this. One, 40, 41, 42, 43. Wide receiver 43.
Yeah, that's good value. I'm in too many drafts. I definitely should have taken Elijah over Tony. I'm in too many drafts right now.
That is, I love that pick.
How much separation or how bunched up are the top 4 to 5 quarterbacks for you guys? In redraft, obviously it's a little bit different, but my tier 1 is just Mahomes, Allen, and Hurts. My tier 2 is Burrow, Lamar, Fields, and Herbert, which are all off the board. So I think we're seeing people kind of follow that trend at the moment.
Brian Robinson, Penny. I have a pick here that I hope falls to me. Juju. Come on. Keep going. Keep going. I'm believing for something special.
I'm believing for you, man. I'm believing for you.
That's what you want, man.
You can do it. So the starting lineup right now, we've got Jonathan Taylor, Jahmyr Gibbs, Calvin Ridley, Brandon Ayuk, Travis Kelce, Miles Sanders, Jason, and Kadarius Toney.
Kadarius Toney.
K-Tone.
Come on. Don't do it, G-Money. You're not going to do it. You're not going to do it. The only person
I feel like now people are trying to figure out who you're wanting.
I think you would probably I don't think you would know, but I think you would take him. I don't think you would think I would take him. I think that's what I would say. But I could be wrong.
Oh. I don't know. Maybe I'll be surprised here. Let's see.
Maybe.
It's so good not having to worry about a tight end. Just frees your mind completely to find other values. Hey, shout out to the 32 people watching the stream. We have a like goal of 50 likes, and if we hit it, we're going to pop off another mock draft. So if you want to help us reach that like goal and want the content to continue, go ahead and be a friend and hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet.
Because you got a friend in me.
Damian Harris off the board.
Damian Harris off the board. That wasn't it.
Jamal Williams off the board.
Jamal Williams off the board.
Or sorry, Jameson Williams.
Oh, Jameson. I thought, yeah, Jameson, wide receiver. Here we go. 2 more picks. People are gonna be like, "Why do you even want him?" Nah, they know who it is. Deshaun Watson off the board.
Hell yeah, this is awesome. I don't think this happens in a real draft, but I've been wanting to stack Trevor Lawrence with Calvin Ridley for like 3 rounds, but I just kept waiting because no one was taking a quarterback. So this is perfect. Oh, do you guys want to turn this into a real league? Anybody down?
We can turn. I mean,
anybody want to make this a real league? By the way,
Herbert.
I'm freaking loving this. Crymord says, "Be right back. Gotta make 30 accounts so we can hit the goal."
It's funny.
I'm absolutely loving it.
Laminated. Laminated. It's actually classic.
Yeah. Shakira.
Oh baby, when you talk like that.
You
Did he actually go off the board?
So mad.
Oh
No, it's in a different draft.
In a different draft. Okay, I was like, wait, did he actually go? Because I'm in another draft as well, and I need to take this guy. Devon A-Chain.
Devon. High society. Wow, look at that starting lineup. Trevor Lawrence, Calvin Ridley, Jonathan Taylor, Jahmyr Gibbs, Brandon Ayuk, Travis Kelce holding down at tight end, Sanders, JSN, and Tony in the flex spot. Sheesh.
Darnell Mooney? Darnell Money Mooney? Huh?
Andrea. Is it Andrea or Andrea? Let us know so we call you the right name. But thanks for hitting the like button. Appreciate you. Who's your number one pick this year? Half and full? So I guess you're saying like 101. It would probably be Justin Jefferson in both formats for me. He just seems like the easiest. I feel like it's tougher at the 102 though. Like in a half PPR, I think CMC is the answer. In a full PPR, it's either Cup or CMC for me. But yeah, I mean, it just feels so safe to go with. Okay, sorry. You know, we might try something here. Might go Michael Thomas in the 10th round. Woo. Michael Thomas, welcome to the squad.
Michael Thomas. This little... Okay, it's a Kenny. Okay, well then I'm going to get the stack.
Definitely turn it into a real league. We could. We could. I'm going to make us smaller here.
We got F1 back this week.
Yeah. A little bit of controversy right now. Little beef between Max and Lewis.
Yeah, I mean it's a classic, isn't it?
Did you hear any of that beef?
I kind of just saw the headlines. Don't really know what's happening. So if you can fill me in, that'd be phenomenal.
Essentially, Lewis was being interviewed, and he was upset because Red Bull's already working on their 2024 car, and he said that the FIA
Why is he upset about that?
Well, he thinks that it's unfair because everyone else in the field is trying to catch up to the car they have this year, while they're making their car next year already and making improvements on it. Because they have the championship in the bag, they're 100 points clear in the drivers, and he's saying that the FIA should now set a date on when people can work on future cars because he thinks it's unfair. And of course, the backlash from everyone who has, a brain was like, "Are you kidding me? You guys did that for 7 years in a row. Like, what are you talking about?"
Yeah. That was
so
like...
they interviewed Max, and Max was like, "Yeah, he wasn't saying that when he was winning championships every year." So there's a little bit of beef right now, but I think 90% of F1 fans are like on the side of like, "What are you talking about, Lewis?" It's only the people who are like Lewis fanboys, who will back him no matter what, who are like, "No, he's right. He's right." It's like, what do you mean, bro? Like, you did that for like a decade.
Yeah, I completely agree. I also think a lot of people want to see a little bit more competition in F1, especially in the top of the grid. It just feels like it's Max taking off. So I think a lot of people are upset about that.
Yeah, I hear them.
Yeah, for sure. But like,
it's so much bigger than just like, it's the entire team's responsibility. That's what's tough.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like your team has to be better there. Like not just Lewis, not just
exactly.
Leclerc. Like everyone on top of the grid, you have to like get your whole team together.
Mm-hmm.
Which
exactly
makes
right.
it very interesting.
What's up, Styles? It says like equals dropped. Yeah, Styles, I am loving this team so far. Absolutely loving it. I don't know if you saw the Ridley and Lawrence stack as well. I mean, it's...
I don't know if you saw it, but
it's
we got it for
hot.
the first time.
It's looking hot. I mean, he just joined the stream. I wanted to let him know.
No, I know. It's funny because You love the stack. You love that stack, and this is the first time.
Of course, I love that stack,
it.
bro. You have to think about it. You know, like how invested have I been in Calvin Ridley in the last 2 years? Like ever since his suspension, I would not stop shutting up about buying Calvin Ridley.
Yeah.
So of course I'm absolutely stoked about him this year.
I definitely agree.
Nico Collins is interesting here.
Yeah, grab Nico.
But I'm really just saying that name so someone drafts him instead of me. Let's be honest. That's not even a joke. It's just true. Like someone.
Yeah, grab Nico.
Yeah, guys. Nico's available.
Nico's there, man. Get him off your board. Oh, baby, when you talk like
that. Kyle says, "What's up?" Okay, I'm gonna grab. I like the risk reward of Rashee Rice here. I mean, you know what I've done with this draft though is whatever receiving weapon is going to thrive outside of Sky Moore. If it's Sky Moore, then I screwed myself. But if it's Tony or Rice, then I've really covered my bases here with the Chiefs offense. Crime Lord says fiance downgraded our DirecTV package now, so I can't stream F1 on ESPN. Oh, that is sad.
No. Crime Lord, we need to have a conversation. We need to sit her down.
Yeah.
Do we need some more jewelry? Do you want a girls' weekend away? We need to have some compromise. And that's exactly what I'll be doing. But maybe that's just being a
cannot be
man.
settling here, brother. Cannot be settling. Zach, who's your next target? And Devi, well, I just got a deal done, and I got the 502. So let's see. I know Kyle is in absolute shambles because he was on the board next, and he wanted Drake London, but he didn't get him.
He didn't get him.
So it's literally one spot before his pick, and Drake London went. So he's in shambles at the moment.
Oh shit! I'm on the clock.
But yeah, look how late I got JSN. Yeah, 4-8. Feel pretty good about that. So right now the team is Trevor Lawrence. That'll be Marvin Harrison Jr., Kyler Murray, JSN. So we're building something here.
Actually, let's go Chase. Get some more depth there. I'm on the clock here as well. Okay, here we go. Oh baby, when you talk like that, I'm gonna take DJ.
JS says something tells me Eckler could pull a Jonathan Taylor this year. You know, the difficult thing is that the vibe check is just not great, is it?
I think, and that's the biggest thing.
That's the concern. Like, you can't really like point to any sort of analytic. It's just the vibe check is not passing with flying colors at the moment.
I mean,
so that's what's tough about Eckler.
But it's the only thing. Everything checks out. This offense is great. He's still going to get targets. If anything, he could potentially get more workload on the ground or in the air just because of the new offensive coordinators now coming from Dallas, and we know how they utilize running backs or how they've done it before, and how Tony Pollard, how he was successful this past year. It's everything that is wrong about Eckler, or we feel bad about Eckler. It's just the feeling. It's nothing analytic. It's nothing like on paper or anything. It's just more like, well, the downfall. I feel the downfall, but no one can really point to a reason.
Yeah, exactly.
Ooh, I mean, taking Jake there could be freaking prime, actually. Oh, baby, when you talk like that,
you make a woman go mad. Is Eric Gray going to be the starting running back for the New York Giants?
The New York Football Giants. I mean, we'll see. They have until July 17th, so plenty of time. Come on, Say, we need you, brother. I don't think he's gonna sit out.
I don't think so either. It would be really dumb from him to do that.
I'll be honest though, I will not be. It's not that I will be concerned about our offense because Saquon Barkley does play a huge part, but like, I'm okay with how they utilize these running backs before. And I know it was only one drive, but you should definitely look at when Daniel Jones against the Packers in London. Saquon Barkley was out for that whole series. A 90-yard drive down the field. Saquon Barkley sat out for every single one of them.
Yeah.
And it was pretty
I mean,
successful.
I hear you.
You know,
I mean,
like,
I know you even prefaced that it was one drive, but I mean,
Yeah.
one drive is
yeah,
not,
exactly.
I mean, it's not even
drive.
like 1 week where the other team game planned around
Yeah.
it. You know, that's
It's
tough
just-
to really bet on. But
Yeah, it's just we haven't. I mean, we've seen how. I guess outside of this offense, we've seen how they operate when Saquon Barkley's out. It's terrible,
yeah,
but I think they know how to utilize it, and I think that's what Brian Dable is used to. They've never had successful running backs. This is the best running back they've had. You know, in Buffalo, their best running back was Josh Allen, right?
Right.
So they know how to operate an offense without a star running back. I think just having Saquon is a plus.
yeah.
We'll see.
No, I hear you. I hear you. Smash that like. Gator says, yeah, Raw. I mean, Badaki would know this. Eckler's been a my guy. He was a my guy 2 years ago, and then even last year I was defending Eckler. So I'll say I've done my part, but I think this is the first year, even myself, I'm like concerned about the vibe check, but not to the point where I don't feel like I can draft him in the first round, of course, but it's still tough.
Yeah.
The New Jersey Giants. I love it.
To New Jersey Giants. Everything's in Jersey. It's just cheaper in Jersey, you know?
What's more likely to hold out? And who's more likely, Saquon or Jacobs? I would say neither is more likely.
Yeah.
By the way, speaking of New York in general, you know Joe's
shit.
Pizza, right?
Joe's Pizza, yeah. Told me.
They have it in LA, and that's something on my list to eat when I go.
Are you gonna go? All right.
I'll take Dalton Kincaid with the last pick. I love this team.
Dalton Kincaid. I'm just gonna take. Let me just see. Wide receiver one.
Wide receiver one off the board.
Wide receiver one off the board. A classic.
Gator
Right.
says, I have several trying to convince me to go back to back quarterbacks with having the second pick in my home league to do quarterback league. But with getting an elite quarterback, I want to wait till like round 4 or 5 to get my second quarterback. In a 2 quarterback league, you would know your league best on how they draft. But I mean, you want to go get those quarterbacks earlier than later. Sometimes it sucks to be like, oh, do I really want to get like Dak Prescott this early? And then you miss out on Dak, and then you're like, shit. I mean, do I take, Kenny Pickett in the 3rd now? So it's for the most part better to just get your quarterbacks earlier. I had an idea. We didn't reach our like goal, but to finish the stream, how do we feel about tier ranking NFC teams for this year? Do we like that idea?
NFC teams. I mean, let's just get out the way. Put the New York Football Giants at the top. And
No, that's not
call
gonna
it.
happen.
Just call it a night. Let's be honest. I mean, this is just a waste of time.
Is it? Well, let's do it. Style says let's do it. Okay, so the Cardinals. Let's make this a little bit less complicated. Let's delete 1 row for now. We'll add it if we need. Yeah, we did NFL offenses. Let's do NFC teams as a whole, just tier ranking them.
Mm-hmm.
So Cardinals, it's safe to say at the moment probably F, right?
Correct.
Yeah, that's what it feels like. The Falcons, to me,
Metro.
I would put the Falcons in B myself, but I think you would put them in C from our last conversation. I think they improved a lot defensively, and a lot of people are overlooking that. That's just my personal opinion.
I would say overall, like they would be C, like in all those other, even including the AFC. But the NFC, I think they could potentially go B depending on how we rank this.
They're B tier to me, but of course we're gonna have to feel it out. I think they improved defensively a lot, and that was their big problem last year. And Kyle Pitts is gonna be healthy. Drake London in his 2nd year. Bijan Robinson. They have, in my opinion, the best running back in the NFL. I know that sounds crazy, but I would say that he is. So I'm gonna advocate for B, but we can move him down if we
No,
need.
no, I'm happy to have B. I just think it really depends on how everything else is going to pan out. Because,
Yeah.
yeah. Anyways, we can continue.
Colt McCoy, top 12 quarterback this year. Okay, Panthers feel C to me.
Panthers, yep, they feel C to me. I mean, great offense on paper, I think, is pretty decent.
Yeah.
Right now, Miles Sanders, young quarterback, Mingo,
Adam
Thielen, everyone else out there. So I think it's a good team.
Yeah.
Good defense, a decent defense as well. Underrated.
Yeah, the defense is underrated. That's fair. Okay, the Bears feel like B tier to me as well. I know they improved defensively and they add DJ Moore, but I would still put them in the B tier of the NFC myself. I'm not sure where you stand there.
Yeah, I'm happy to put them in B tier.
Yeah. Okay, Cowboys. When we look at the span, they're at least A or S. Probably S. I mean, they won so many games last year. And they lost Zeke. I don't think they got much worse. I think they probably got better. How many games did they win last year?
I think it was 11.
12 games. 12 games last year. Maybe we should leave them in A for now.
I would say that a big part of, I was looking into it. Obviously, we recorded a video. I'm interested to see how this new offensive coordinator is going to come in and change things, because Kellen Moore really led this offense to like being really successful. Now it's Brian. I don't want to even butcher his last name.
Yeah.
But I'm interested to see how he is going to take over this offense and what that looks like. But yeah, I mean, look,
well, it's technically
Mike
McDaniel's play calling.
Mike McDaniel's.
Yeah.
I mean, Mike McCarthy.
Sorry, Mike McCarthy is going to be the play caller.
Yeah. Right. So yeah, I'm happy to keep him in. I think it just depends on where we have other teams.
Yeah, that's fair.
what I would say.
Like the Lions feel like A tier as well to me. Defense should be improved, and offensively they should be even better than they were last year, which was a top 5 offense in the NFL. So that feels fair, I think. Let's get the Bucks out of the way. Let's add them to F, unless I'm missing something.
No, agreed.
Okay. How about the New Orleans Saints? I feel like they're B territory. Myself, Derek Carr. Is Derek Carr going to win you a Super Bowl? No, but he could win you this division. Chris Olave in year 2?
Well, he's not the best quarterback in this division, I would say, but
he might be the best quarterback this year in this division.
Yeah. I just don't see. This is what I would say. I don't see how he can have a better year than what he did. I don't see how he can have a better year on this team than what he did this past year with Devontae Adams and the Raiders. That's what I would say.
Two very different teams. I mean, the Raiders were awful defensively. The Saints are always a decent defensive team. So, I don't know. I think they're two different teams. I definitely think there's a chance he's as good or better in New Orleans.
Yeah.
I don't see how they're not B. Are you advocating for them elsewhere?
No, I'm thinking, because is there really a massive gap between the Panthers and the Saints then? I know the gap would technically be the quarterback play.
Yes, because we don't expect quarterbacks who are rookies to come out and dominate.
Okay, I'm happy to keep him B. Just wanted to question that.
Yeah, I hear you. Rams. Where do we want to put Rams?
I think they're like in between B and C. Like,
yeah,
I think their offense is still really good. You still got Matthew Stafford, Cooper Kupp. I know it was a bad year. I mean, it was bad even when they were playing.
Yeah.
I just think they'll bounce back. I think they're
a better team than people are giving them credit for at the moment, for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, let's put the Eagles up in S tier, because I think that's pretty obvious, right? Eagles are in S tier. Went to the Super Bowl last year. So deep at every position you can name. It's ridiculous. Let's see if running back becomes a liability. I mean, imagine if Penny and Swift are both injured. So that
Yeah.
that could be a real problem. Okay, so let's look at the Packers. I really don't know where to put the Packers. It's tough because I feel like if we're, you know what I feel like we should do is we should add that tier in that we got rid of.
They got rid of, and then just move everything down. That's how I feel.
Yeah. A, B,
Because
C, and then we'll go ahead and we'll go ahead and negotiate because I feel like the Falcons and Rams deserve to be C. And I feel like the Packers deserve to be C as well. But then the I don't know, like the Panthers feel wrong to be in D now.
this is what I would do, personally. I would put. See, I don't think that. I think the Packers should be in B. That's what I would say.
Okay, I'm fine. We'll put Saints in C.
And exactly, and then move Saints down.
And we
That's
can
how
put
I
Rams
feel.
and Panthers in D.
Okay.
It's like I just told him
I think
Santa
if
Claus
I
isn't
could-
real.
I think if I can bet on a team that is going to have a higher finish, I would say would be the Rams.
Okay.
Then
Let's leave
then
them
then the Saints. That's what I'm trying to allude to.
I would say Packers you have to put in A tier after what they did
Vikings?
last year. Sorry, Vikings, yeah. Now, they're probably not going to win 13 games, but I would be surprised if they don't win 9 to 10, which maybe that puts them in B tier. Maybe all of these I guess, like, to be fair, I would say the Lions had the best chance to win the division. And then
Yes.
I would say all of these teams in that division still have a chance, but I would say the Lions have the upper hand right now.
Lions do have the upper hand, especially on paper with the momentum. I feel like this is not the first team, but this is a team that is really good. I mean, what did they go last year? They were 9-8.
Mm-hmm.
They were second in this division. Packers went 8-9, and they had Aaron Rodgers. I agree.
Yeah. Okay, the Giants. Definitely not A tier, but not C tier. I
Yep.
would say probably B tier, right ahead of the Bears, but behind the Vikings. Myself,
Mhm.
I don't know where you would put them.
No, I agree. It's definitely B tier.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't deserve any higher.
Niners got to be up there with the Eagles. I think that's fair. Would you agree?
Yeah.
Okay, this is where it gets kind of tough because I feel like the Seahawks are almost deserving of A tier. Adding the best cornerback in the draft with already a young ascending secondary, adding our third favorite running back in the draft, adding my wide receiver 1 in the draft after already making the playoffs. There's a lot of improvements to this team that's already a very good team. But the difficult part is I don't feel like the Seahawks and the Vikings are in two different tiers. So, do we feel wrong about moving the Vikings up?
No, I'm okay with it.
That feels right to me.
I'm okay with it.
Okay, and then the Commanders. See, I don't think we're as bad as D, but I don't think we're as good as C. That's tough. What do you think?
I would put him in C tier personally.
Yeah.
I wouldn't put him in D tier. I think
It almost feels like the D tier can go away, honestly, though. Like, the Panthers are not that much worse than these teams. Do you know what I mean?
no, I agree. I just didn't believe the Saints should be in B tier. That's going to be the problem. So, like, if we take that tier away, do you want to move the Saints up? Because I don't think we should.
No, I don't want to move the Saints up.
Okay.
I just think
Then
that
I'm happy with
I don't know, like, am I misreading this chat? I feel like the Panthers are not, like, in a tier below all those teams now that I really think about it. Like, their defense is very underrated. If Bryce Young can be, like, decent, then they're potentially better than any of these teams.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. That feels right to me.
That feels good.
Yeah. Because I feel like the thing with Washington and the Panthers is their defenses are both very underrated. And very under-discussed, but okay. That feels good.
That's it. Yeah, feels good.
Put a little tweet out here.
Little Twitter tweet.
Okay. So we didn't reach our like goal, but obviously want to say thank you to everyone who joined us today and who hung out with us all the way through. Appreciate y'all. Currently, Kyle is on the board, still in that league. Yes, he's still on the board. But yeah. Anyway, any last minute things?
Nah, huge love. We have a lot of content coming out. Make sure you go show some love to the content that we've released here on this channel.
Kyle, I'll take the pick. Sorry, I sent you an offer. Go ahead, Badaki.
That's about it. I mean, we have a bunch of content. We'll be live again on, I think, Sunday night. We'll keep you informed. We're not necessarily sure what we're going to do there. But either Sunday night, or if not, we'll be live on Monday night, your guys' time. But yeah, all love.
Yeah. It's the same offer that I sent for the 502, so you tell me if it sucked. That's it for today, guys. We'll see you here very soon. All love.
Love.